All right. Hello, everybody. Today we are doing the Halloween event. It's now been a couple days, but this was the Halloween event and a villager hunt that I did. I am doing a 31 Nook Mile ticket challenge since Halloween is the 31st, obviously. Um, So here I'm just putting on my Halloween costume and getting ready to do some trick-or-treating and to hand out some candy to my villagers. Um, so yeah. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the Halloween event this year, especially if you are a year 2 player. Because yeah, I want to know your thoughts. Um, so here I'm just visiting Kit Kat, who isn't the worst, but also not the best in my opinion. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I don't love the jocks. I just feel like they're all so similar, or like too similar, which I know that like all of like each personality shares like all the jocks have the same dialogue and like all the lazies have kind of the same dialogue, but I don't know. The jocks just aren't it for me. Here we were just visiting Graham, who was my campsite villager. As you can see, I do not have the best luck with villagers, but I do have Lucky, who I got off of somebody who had him in boxes. And then over here we got B, who was another one of my, not my starter villagers, but she is like in her starter house. So I guess she wasn't one of my first two villagers, but she was one of like the ones where you like have to build like outdoor and indoor decorations. So yeah, I don't mind her though. She's kind of cute. Next up, we got Annabelle, who, since the recording of this video, has sadly been evicted. Here I'm just giving her some candy so that she can cheer herself up when I break the news to her in the morning that she is being kicked out. So I'm just learning the scare reaction from her. And then moving on. I wish Lucky had moved in like a day early or something. He would have been perfect for Halloween. But yeah. And next up we got Rocket, who unfortunately is still on my island. Rocket was one of my starter villagers as well. I actually learned recently that your first two starter villagers will always be two jocks, and then your first campsite villager will always be a smug, I believe. So that's kind of interesting. So Rocket is still on my island, but will quickly be evicted. Next up, we got Spork, another victim. He has been evicted since then, but I also learned this, that if you choose a trick when trick-or-treating, they put like face paint on you, which I didn't know last year. So as you can see, I got my little like face paint on. So yeah, Spork is no longer living on my island, but he was there for Halloween. I like how all of them dress up and like, yeah, that's kind of cute. Next up, we are just wandering around looking for Jack, and he is still in the plaza, so we're gonna go talk to him, give him some candy. I actually didn't realize like that you only give him like a couple pieces of candy just to get like his like face and his robe. So I like kept giving him candy over and over and over. and then ended up with multiple robes. So, whoopsies. But yeah, here I'm just talking to Jack, getting all my Halloween stuff from him. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, as a year 2 player, what you've thought of the Halloween event this year. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Halloween event, I think. Like, I like it. I like the items, and I love spooky season in real life, and I love like how like the leaves kind of change color and it gets like all fall cozy vibes on our islands. But I don't know. It could have been better, but again, not like the worst. Um like I'm sure with the 2.0 update, the next Halloween will probably have some changes, I'm sure. So yeah, I don't know. I just think like when it involves items, if you've already played the year before or previous years, then the items aren't like a huge incentive to play unless you want like multiple, like of an item. It's like, yeah. So yeah, got some pumpkins, got a spooky carriage, and yeah, now I'm just wandering around, killing some time before the villager hunt. Okay, so as you can see here, I am just grabbing um, my 31 tickets for the villager hunt. And while we do this villager hunt, we are going to, in the background, be discussing the fact that the update was released early. That's right. The 2.0 update was early, you guys. I'm sure, as most of you know, it was released last night. And if you don't know, you've probably been sleeping under a rock. So there's that. Which I don't think anybody was expecting at all. Yeah, that was like a huge shocker to a lot of us, I think. I just know, like, I was playing last night, and I'm sure a lot of people were, like, prepping for their island, prepping their island for the update, which was, like, in a couple days. And then this happened, and everyone was shook. So, yeah, I was playing last night, trying to, like, get ready for the update, you do what I could. And then all of a sudden, I start getting text messages from people, like, Discord chats are going off, and everyone starts freaking out about this update. So I go and check, and it, like, lets me update, and lo and behold, there in the little corner of the loading screen, version 2.0 has arrived. So I know that a lot of people thought that it was actually going to be coming to, like, tonight, Thursday night, because the update was due to be released November 5th at 10 a.m. But then people found out that that's actually Japan time. So then they realized that that's actually Thursday night for most people playing. So then everyone was super excited that it was going to be released Thursday night. So then everyone was playing Wednesday night, prepping for Thursday, and then everyone starts getting notifications that the game, like, has a software update, and everyone's like, wait a minute, is this just maintenance? So everyone goes, updates it, and we load the game back up, and we find out it is not maintenance, it's the update, because, surprise, Nintendo decided to release the update early. I'm not sure if this has been you know, their plan from the beginning, or if they decided kind of a last minute, oh, you know what, let's just release it early. But either way, there's no complaints from me, and I'm sure nobody else is complaining about it, because this is long awaited and long overdue. So many of us have been waiting for this update. So there is so much to talk about. Like, you cannot discuss it all in one video, but I mentioned a few things in my previous video, and then I'm sure there's going to be so many videos of people discussing items and showing items off, and I've even seen, like, in Facebook groups, people are showing all these crazy new items and everything. So I think I'm actually going to share a couple things that I think you should make sure you do in order to, like, be truly ready for this update. So first of all, make sure that your art exhibit is open in your museum, and make sure that there is at least one thing donated in each portion of your museum. So one fossil, one fish, one sea creature, and one art piece. Otherwise, you will not be able to get Brewster. The second thing is, obviously, make sure you are stocked up on bells and Nook Miles, because I can't remember the exact number, but cabin tours are quite pricey. They take up a lot of Nook Miles, and you're also going to want to snag up a lot of those new apps that are from Nook Miles. Like, there's a lot of new Nook phone apps and new items. So make sure you have a lot of Nook Miles stocked up for that. Another thing is, obviously, make sure you have a spot laid out on your island for your crops, because you're going to need quite a few crops for cooking, for cooking, especially with Turkey Day coming up. I think cooking may play a part in that this year. Who knows? So yeah, make sure your crops, you have a lot of room for crops. I also saw Pat from Nintendo say that he has, like, a little designated area for growing his gyroids. So that's another thing you could do. Obviously not, like, super necessary, but if you want to grow gyroids, that is a great idea, to have a little designated area for them. Another thing that isn't necessary but is, like, a nice tip is have, so when you move your villager houses, it used to cost 50,000 bells. Now it's only 10,000. So not like a tip or something to do before the preparation of the island, but it's nice because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be moving around houses with this update. So as you can see here, I ended up finding Raymond. I took him in little baby Raymond. I think I had 4 or 5 tickets left. I didn't have many. And I wasn't sure exactly who I was looking for. I just figured, you know what? When I know who I want, like, I'll know that I want to take them to my island once I see them. And I'm pretty sure I literally, like, I was on FaceTime with my friend playing and recording this, and I saw Raymond and I squealed. I was so excited. I kind of was, like, thinking he was overrated at first, but then I saw him and I just thought, how could you not love him? So Raymond will be on my island the next time you see me. So yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and comment below what you are excited about for the update. Bye everybody.